actually put up this week. It's really not that many. It's these two rows right over here, which as you can see a lot of, and then nope, not that, not that. There we go. 6 guys over here. Really not a lot. Um, Local schools had off for Lunar New Year, so it was a very, very busy day. Lots of kids. I think I can say with a little bit of experience, probably the most kids that have been in the kids section looking for books, not just stopping in the shop, since we redid it. And I would say that the work I've done on it definitely shows. Once they asked for help, once I was looking and helping them, they were able to find things pretty easily. The rest of the shop, I don't know. People spent a lot of time in here. Definitely the goal to have people spend more time here by making it more accessible definitely paid off. But will it be enough is the big question. Regular Wednesday business, not very heavy. Not a lot of people. Last week we sent off big shipments to people who get, every 2 or 3 weeks, chunky orders. Joe, Carl, a few others. So we didn't have them this week. I have 2 little packages that I put together. I could have bugged a couple of other people who get stuff shipped, but I'd rather wait 1 more week. Hopefully have the DC catalogs. Hopefully those will come next week. Because I'm shipping people, I'm giving them catalogs. It's easier if they all are in the same thing. Also got a lot of conceptual rearranging done. I looked at and thought about a lot of the rearranging I want to do, a lot of the rearranging in the back. Hey, Joe. Oh, awesome. I'm glad everything's great. Joey was here and did a whole bunch of work in the back, getting the $5 and $10 books now like really alphabetized in an order, and those can get put away. The back room really, you can see Marceline there by herself right behind me. The back room really starting to come together. It doesn't look nice yet, but it's laid out. I've got almost every used book put away. Literally before I did the live stream, I just went through all the number ones and I pulled out things to turn what I had as short boxes into long boxes. Is well underway and ready to go. That's exciting. Yeah, a lot of great changes, a lot of exciting stuff that I hope will be really good for the store, but I don't know yet. Let's look at the new books. Again, not a lot of single issues, but a few. DC did a skip week for the last week of the year. They just did 3 specials. Rise of the Power Company for Black History Month. DC's Lex and the City for Valentine's Day, a bunch of romance short stories, and the Superman Lex Luthor special, which is the backup stories that ran in Action Comics, now turned into their own book. Storm had a Voices special, Life Dream, all about her life and her hopes and ambitions and her time in Africa by a whole bunch of amazing creators. The final What If Galactus, we had What If Galactus Rogue last week. We had What If Galactus the Hulk and Moon Knight and Gambit. Now we have Spider-Gwen, if she became his herald. We have The Untold Legend of Batman, another one of these DC limited edition collections. This one came out, I think it came out in issues first and then was put out. That's why it doesn't have the same numbering, C48 and all that from the 70s. This was done in the 80s and it's its own thing, but that's the full story. We got Ultimate X-Men 11, Time Waits 3, end of that awesome little story. Spectrograph 4, end of that story. Toxic Avenger 4, I think that's the end of the first storyline, but it might be 5. Spectrum number 2, Epitaphs Epitaphs from the Abyss number 7, Null Hunter 4, Power Ranger Prime number 3, Psylocke number 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 6. All I've got is the Eastman cover. Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution number 4, and that is it. We've also got the Wonder Woman and the Superman. Actually, you know what? Let's consolidate these guys. Consolidate my absolutes like I have my ultimates, like this. And then there should be room for every one of these comics. But one of the things that I'm conceptually dealing with in the rearrange is that this section really doesn't move that many comic books anymore. We're probably going to end up moving the new books to where they used to be to over here. A lot of these guys are going to go switch places. That rack over there that we just looked at is going to become a place to just look for new number ones. It's also going to have over here, if you look over here, it's going to have these things. This all stuff's going to get moved. It's going to have the bundles over here. These guys, the cheap bundles. So you'll have number ones, things that are basically the beginnings of storylines right here. Then cheap bundles over here. And then next to it, this thing of reprints. And right around here, where it was before, but maybe a little bit over, will be the spinning rack. So that will be all the, oh, I'm just looking for a comic. Oh, I just want a comic to read area. And then this will have new this week back up here. And it will have just a not as much of a space for all the new this week stuff. So the stuff is got places. Again, things change. I make different plans. I think about it. I set up a section. I did a lot of moving for a section for art books. I did some work for the section for European graphic novels, and I've got a couple other plans that I still have to see. A lot of it is wait and see. A lot of it is waiting on people to follow through on things. So I don't know how it's going to look, but I decided that right now, right before I close, right before I head off, I will show you the new back room. It still needs a lot of work, but its basics are there. We've got used books over here. We've got used books over here. This tiny second, and then even on this rack over here, I put a bunch of these used making of and art of books. I thought they looked pretty. And the table's got cards, long boxes. See, this is waiting. These short boxes are waiting to be turned into long boxes now after Joey did his work. We're going to put up a bunch of things like this, the Venus and such up on the wall along with some of Tony's stuff. We've got Tony's books right here, sets over here, and magazines, and $5. I decided, hey,
I know you're closing.
All right, no problem. All right, it's surprising for people. This is why I try not to do so much work in the back while we're open. But yeah, like I said, there's lots more I'm not showing you, lots of things that will be changed and moved around. Keep an eye out. Even look, right here. Recent arrivals. I moved a few books in those other sections that allow me to redo these. Yeah, I know, right? Okay. All right, until tomorrow, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind. I look up that Williamson book.